As soon as this happened, we wanted to check on the safety of Pennsylvania schools. Could this have been prevented here?
We got a hold of a security expert and specifically an expert on school safety. Daniel Hamburg joins us with that now. Daniel?
Well, Alicia and Valerie, we don't know what safety measures were in place in Texas, but here in Pennsylvania, experts tell me over the last several years, security has been a top priority.
Pennsylvania schools are much more prepared than a lot of areas.
School security expert John Sansonito says that's because of legislation passed in Pennsylvania several years ago.
They mandated that all schools have a security assessment performed by a qualified professional. They also gave millions of dollars to schools in the form of grants. So each of the schools submitted grants for security upgrades.
Sansonito says training is as important as physical security measures.
You need people situationally aware who are well trained on what to do. Both in this case with schools, it has to do with teachers knowing what to do, how to put their classrooms on lockdown. It has to do with the students knowing what to do.
Joey Melvin with the Center for Safe Schools says in almost every school shooting, there was an opportunity to disrupt the pathway of violence, like behavioral warning signs.
Anyone that can identify those risks and say something, we can effectively disrupt that pathway and hopefully prevent these incidents from occurring.
It's why the state's Safe to Say Something program is so important, as is reminding kids to report suspicious or concerning activity.
90% of people who are going to commit an active incident or a school shooting or any kind of workplace violence incident tell someone before it happens.
After the school shooting last year in Oxford, Michigan, we saw an uptick in school threats made in the Midstate. Melvin says it's better for districts to be safe than sorry.
When there's a concern made, we can triage that, and that's the key. And we'd rather triage a lot that ends up being nothing than miss the one that was never reported.
And preparedness is key, as ABC 27 has shared stories of how law enforcement and school districts have worked together, taking part in active shooter drills. In the studio, Daniel Hamburg, ABC 27 News.